Hey, Gary here with you. Quick update for day 59, AI blogging. We're back inside of ChatGPT. This was the table that we left off, and I want to follow up with this idea of having the perfect prompt or having a prompt that you can copy and paste versus having a conversation. So I went ahead and wanted to complete this, and I wanted the rich anchor text to be real anchor text that was from the blog post, so I didn't have to do a lot of manual work by reading what it had provided me in the table. So I asked, can you provide me rich anchor text that is already in the blog post and then redo the table? Again, here, I'm not being detailed enough, so the AI has to apologize for the confusion and let me know that it can't access the internet to read my blog post. Now, again, we've had this conversation, but the simple fact of the matter, or the simple matter of the fact is, I need to be more detailed. I need to give it better instructions. I need to provide guidance just like I would if I was talking to an assistant that got confused at times. So here we go. Please use the Scraper plugin and access each blog post one at a time and provide me rich anchor text that is already in the blog post. Here you can see it came back and it gave me rich anchor text that was found in the blog post Big Bang Theory overview. So basically it did what I told it. It went and it found the blog post and it gave me the rich anchor text from that blog post that it chose, Big Bang Theory overview, which if you scroll up is the first, or I believe it is the first, or it's actually the second in the table that it had created. So I'm not sure how it picked that one or why it picked that one, but again, I wasn't being detailed in my prompt. So here I said, okay, great. Now I need you to access this URL. Now we're getting specific. Go to this URL and give me suggestions based on the content in the blog post. Using the existing words, suggest me rich anchor text to two of the other blog posts I provided links for in this chat. Now, it went out and used Scraper, and you can see the result, and you can actually see this text right here. If we were to copy that, go into the Cosmology Basics Introduction blog post and Control F to find that text. You will see that that text is here, and now that text has the link. This is now linked as an internal link to the universeunriddled.com post. So we have used rich anchor text and linked it to the other blog post that it suggested here based upon actual rich anchor text. You can see here, then I went ahead and I said, perfect. Now follow the same instructions for, and I provided it each URL, and then it gave me the information. Now it did actually come back here, and I had to let it know that there was a problem, and I gave it the rich anchor text and said, this is not in the blog post. Can you redo it? And you can see here it apologized for the confusion, and it said, let's try again. It tried again, and it did work perfectly. So then I asked it for a table. It gave me the table. I went down here, and then I said, can you give me the table data in a CSV format? It did that. It gave it to me in what I consider to be the wrong format. Again, this is a miscommunication between me and the AI. So I had an additional conversation with it, and then I asked it, okay, now I've copied and pasted that. Can you give me the information for how to get it into the Google data sheet based upon this comma separated format? It did. So I went to the Google sheet where I'm tracking the internal links for the site, and I noticed that the columns that I had, blog post title, URL, rich anchor text, interlinked blog post title, and interlinked URL were the columns that I needed. So I took that detailed information back to ChatGPT and I asked it, perfect, please redo the table with the following rows. It did that, and based upon the instructions here that it gives me on how to copy the data into the Google data sheet by pasting in special values only and then using the data option to split the text into columns based upon the comma format, I'm going to scroll down here and copy the code, take it back to the Google sheet, and then I will paste special values only. Then I will go up to data, and then I will select split text to columns, and then it will separate that via the comma. Of course, here I have the row header. I'll go ahead and delete that row. And then now I have added the data into the spreadsheet. I'll go ahead and make that the same font. I'll go ahead and green it up because now we are tracking along all of the rich anchor text that we have added into the blog. All thanks to the help of the AI for doing all the heavy lifting, for creating the CSV data set, for creating the table, for creating the rich anchor text, all based on the conversation that I had and making sure that the conversation was as detailed as it needs to be. And yes, this will allow you to get to the perfect prompt where you then could just have that perfect prompt and paste it in every time you wanted to come back and do this interlinking. Instead of starting here and having to go through this conversation, you could figure out the perfect prompt, save that perfect prompt, and then paste it in and be on your way to creating these rich anchor text-based SEO best practice interlinkings for your blog. Hope you enjoyed this quick update. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Look forward to seeing you in day 60. Talk to you then. Bye.